Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. In this video, we will present about our assignment 1 for the subject Statistical Methods and Advanced Application SMS3123. Our group member for this assignment is me, Muhammad Daniel bin Adnan, Wan Azlina binti Wan Muhammad Noor, Nurul Aisyah binti Kamaruzaman, and Iqbal Amirul bin Tafri. The project topic for our assignment is average time the students spend outside the home each day during the El Nino phenomenon. The population for our project is students from Sultan Idris Education University, UPSI. The sample for our project is 30 students from Faculty of Science and Mathematics plus Faculty of Human Management plus Faculty of Sports Science and Coaching from Sultan Idris Education University, UPSI.
Is our problem statement. Climate change will magnify some of the current health challenges the country is already facing. Children, the elderly, the sick, the destitute, and various communities at risk. By Gosmino et al. 2021. The rise in temperature and light intensity that have been observed in many parts of the world is one of the effects of global warming that is the most concerned sign it may have an impact on behavior, health, and well-being of people. By Marty et al. 2022. Lastly, particularly in those who lack the ability to acclimatize high metabolic activities might place additional pathological pressure on thermoregulatory system, make them more susceptible to suffer from heat-related illness (HRI) like heat cramp, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. This unwelcome but preventable condition affect people. By Manso et al. 2019. The objective of this experiment is to determine the average time UPSI students spend outside during the day by sign test. Second, to determine the difference of the average time students being outside during day and night. Then, to determine the difference between average time spent outside during day for duty, which is FFM, FPE, and FSFK. Crucial value have stats. Lastly, the objective is to identify correlation between sensitivity to weather and total average time students spend outside by Fairmont correlation test.
For our instrument, first we are using the questionnaire instrument, and then second we distribute it online by using Google Form. So this is how our question looks like, the Google Form that being distributed, and also some of the list of question has been asked.
For objective 1 is how to determine the average time of students spend outside during the day, and this we're going to be using the sign test. So this is the 30 data that we get from our survey. So it shows that majority of students spend less time than the average time student being outside, which is 2.3 hours a day. For this part, we're going to get the Z value using the formula, and Z is going to be equal to 2.5997. And then we're going to get the P value using the normal distribution table, and we're going to get P value equal to 0.0048. So for the decision, we get that from the Z test that the P value is 0.0048, which is less than alpha of 0.005. Therefore, we reject the hash null at alpha equal to 0.005. So the conclusion that we get that the average number of time OC students spent outside was less than 2.3 hours. So after all of that calculation, this is my result using the SPSS.
For data, we use the Gaussian sign rank test to achieve our objective 2. Step 1, hypothesis hash alternative. Hash now identical distribution. Hash alternative, the current shift to the right. Step 2, critical value. T22 and 0.05 equal to 75. Step 3, test statistic. We substitute T plus value to the test and we get 5.016. Step 4, division. Sign the test statistic is less than critical value, so we reject H now that the distribution of the average time student being outside are identical at equal to 0.05. Step 5. Conclusion. There is enough evidence to say that average time students being outside during day and night are different. From the SPSS, we can see that the significant levels is less than 0.001, which is a position if reject the null hypothesis.
Next, to answer the objective 3, we have to use the Kruskal-Wallis hash test. Okay, this is our raw data. Just rank it and you will get like the table. To do this method, firstly state the hypothesis, which is HO, the distribution of three populations are identical, HA, at least two populations are different. Step 2, test the statistic. Just substitute the value into the formula and you will get the answer. Step 3, find the critical value by searching from the chi-square table. Step 4, do the division, which is since test statistic is more than critical value, therefore we reject HO that the distribution of three populations are identical. Step 5, do the conclusion. There is enough evidence at least two populations are different. Okay, here this is our checking for the Kruskal-Wallis hash test by using the SPSS software.
Okay, for objective number 4, we use the Spearman correlation test. So here is our data. To get the data being tested, first, step 1, we state the hypothesis, which is in this test, we claim that for H null, there is a correlation between sensitivity to weather and total average time students spend outside. And for analysis hypothesis, there is no correlation between sensitivity to weather and total average time students spend outside. So here is our test statistic. We calculate by this formula. And then for rejection, step number 3, for rejection region, we use significant level 0.01. And then for decision, we get that the null hypothesis is not rejected. So for the conclusion, there is enough evidence to conclude that there is a correlation between sensitivity to weather and total average time spent outside. So this is our correlation being done by SPSS.
So in the conclusion, it had been explained that despite of the El Nino phenomena, students from FSM, FEE, and FSK still spend different time outside of their house for doing their daily work. So additionally, the level of sensitivity has a relationship with how the average of students spend time to the day and night. This is because of the climate change awareness is very important to overseas students because the average time spent outside of the house for activities conduct affect their current health. So this data shows that the average of time overseas students spend outside was below than 2.3 hours per day. So this is related to the El Nino phenomena that is happening right now. Because we can see that the highest hour of students outside is only 4 hours. So that is the conclusion that we get from our project.